Alright guys, sorry it's been a while, I haven't done any tutorials, so I thought I'd do a quick one for you today. I know I said I'd do an alarm clock type thing, and I have finished it, but I haven't got around to showing you how all the bits fit together and how it all works. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you the alarm clock. Now this took me quite some time to work out how to do, and this is a very refined version of the first one I did, which had a lot of code in. So I've battered it down to the bare minimum, and it works perfectly. It's a good program. So let me first of all, as I've been asked to do in the previous video, show you first what it does. We press the play button. Okay, so first of all, the time of day is displayed at the top. Now this is the same as the time of day down here. So that's what that's doing there. And then we can type in, for example, 14 and the minutes, 00. Ooh, like that, should have gone away. And we want the seconds to be 50. Why is it being gay like that? 15. Shouldn't do that. Oh, let's make that 20, and then click set. And then when that equals that, music plays, and you can turn the alarm off. Yeah, that's what the program does. So let's first of all go through the code. So the first one we got is form load. And we have timer 1 dot enabled equals true and timer 2 dot enabled equals false. So timer 1 to begin with is that label 1 dot text is going to equal time of day. So this label here will equal time of day dot text, which tells the program to display the time of day of the system. So whatever the system thinks the time of day is, that's labeled 1. So you could change this down here and it would change the time. It's just reading off the system what time of day is. Now, when we click button 1, which is this one here, the set button, we then enable timer 2. Now, timer 2 is quite simple. It's dim time as string and dim alarm as string. Time is going to equal label 1 dot text. So essentially, time is going to equal. You could quite easily put time of day in there, but we're just going round the houses a bit to make sure it's definitely accurate and all errors are carried over. And then we're going to set the alarm. Now, alarm equals textbox 1 dot text. Here, textbox1.text, and then we've got this symbol here, which means and, which means it's not just textbox1.text, it's textbox1.text and a colon, and textbox3.text and a colon, and textbox4.text. So alarm will be equal to the same format that label 1 is in, if you see. So what we're saying is whatever you enter in here, so for example 12, so you're going to enter 12, and then the minutes in here is 56. 67, 45. So this will so alarm. The alarm will now be equal into the same kind of format as time of day, because it's got these colons in. So you're now getting a output from this, which is 14:02:25, and you're getting one here that is 12:56:54. So they're now in exactly the same format, so we can compare them. Which is what we really need, and then we can just say here, if time equals alarm, then we're going to do my.computer.audio.play, and it's going to play this file here, ensuring you've got the file extension at the end, otherwise it doesn't work. So you could have this as anything, any music you want, any alarm sound you want. There's free open source sound archives on the internet. Find a beat for an alarm clock or something, you know, anything you wish. End if, so that's that. And then last but not least, we got the alarm off button, which sends us through to here. So timer 2 dot enabled equals false, so it turns off this timer here. My.computer.audio.stop, so it's also going to stop the audio, and that's all the code you need. Very quickly though, the reason these are on timers is because you need to refresh it every second. So I've set timer 1, which is the timer for the label, to go over every 100 milliseconds, I believe. So faster than a second, because if you just set it as, put another label in here, and just set label 4.text equals system equals, this was time of day equals time. Time of day, like that, with no ticking. What happens is as soon as the program loads up, you just get a time. But we don't want that. We want it to refresh so that we know what the time is. So we put it on a timer. The other reason we put this one on the timer is because we want it to loop around constantly. We want this one to be going in the background constantly until time equals alarm. Because if we didn't have a timer there and we just press the alarm set, it would go through once, it would see that, for example, time didn't equal alarm, and then that'd be it, there'd be nothing more. You'd have to keep clicking it constantly. So instead of having to, for us to keep clicking it constantly, we have this timer in here which keeps clicking, keeps clicking, to ensure that when this does happen, we know it, and it'll be down to the nearest 100 milliseconds, plus or minus one, well, plus milliseconds, maximum 100 milliseconds. I think that's about it. That's about it from that one. Let's just see. Can't remember if I still have it on here. Timer. Let's see if that's it. Don't want to save the changes to those. I'll show you what I've done in the full timer. Show you what I've done alarm clock wise in this one. Yeah, here we go. So this is my timer. I'm sure you've seen this before. I've set a menu view here, and we can put alarm clock, and it's very much similar. You can select what music you want from here. So you've just got an open dialog box, so you can go into My Music, iTunes, select anything from iTunes. Although, importantly, VB only supports .wav files in the format I've done. It does support other ones, but in the format that I've done, it only supports those. And we've got set and clear alarm. So it's very similar, just change that to an open dialog box, which I think I've done with the, I might have to do some open dialog boxes soon. So yeah, that's showing how that works. This is the timer, so we can go, and it runs through, and you can split it and all sorts. I've also got countdown timer as well. Oh, stop, restart. So we can go after 10 minutes. Okay, that one looks buggy. I don't think I've done that one properly. What's wrong with that? Oh, well, anyway, I will have a look at that one, and I'll try and get a countdown timer to you as well, because that took a lot of code to work out as well. But like most things, once you know the code, you can then backtrack and try and make it as slimline as possible. So yeah, that's all this was really to show was the alarm clock, and how you get an alarm clock on your computer. You could write an alarm clock. So that's about it, and I shall see you later. Ta-ra.